Hey everyone, a pleasant time to all. Book, feed your mind and feast your life. It's Book Feast channel tended by Soumya and Naresh. Our motive is to read, recite and recreate. If you think our videos are working out for you, just like, share and subscribe as well as press the bell icon. The channel is created in order to recite and review the works of literature. Since it's my first video, I would like to tell about ourselves. Myself Soumya and Naresh is my senior. We are pursuing our English literature course at present. I hope everyone is safe in your home. Today I'm gonna review a short story which was written by Stephen Leacock. He is a Canadian author and he was a professor in England. He was passed away in 1944. The short story is titled Number 56 and this short story revolves around three major characters. I read this story in a book named Buds and Blossoms, a collection of short stories which was edited by Dr. G. Ruby Devaseli and Dr. R. Shanti. As I told you, the book revolves around three characters. The first two characters are a real one and third character is imagination. And the first character is the author himself and the second one is author's friend who runs a laundry and he was named Hyen, and the imaginary character is a character created by the author's friend and he titled the character's name as 56. Thus the story is titled as Number 56. Before getting into the story, I would like to ask you three questions. The first one is, have you ever seen things from others' view or on the other side? And second, have you faced a struggle by assuming something by yourself? Third, do you believe present communication works out? The author himself is the narrator of the story. The story opens where the laundryman is standing near the portrait and is feeling sorry and ill within himself. When the author questions what's the matter, he says that it was the portrait of his unhappy friend who was named 56. He started saying all his story. He is a man who lives nearby and he often sends clothes to his shops for laundering, and he finds the quality of the man, the character of the man, the lifestyle of the man through his clothings. He says that first, by assuming his character, he found that the man is a man of good humor and he leads a Christian life. He is most wealthy man and he is normally usual like other fellows. He also mentions the sizes, the inches of his dress and clothings. And he says that he seems to be a student. He was a student because his shirts were filled with datas, formulas, prepositions in geometry. As maybe he may be copied like us or had created bits of paper for copying and so and so. So he says that after 4 years, he says he came to know that the man was a lovable character from heart. He was a profound, affectionate man and he leads success always. But now at present, he is at the great crisis of his academic career. This came to know that by his kerchiefs. His kerchiefs were turned to pen wipers and the man is against his ordinary memory. He is feeling sorry for something. He says that by assuming his clothes. One Saturday early in the June, he says that the man was enjoying his farewell for his first degree. That is his Bachelor of Arts. As the year passed, he says that the man is studying law and in the second year of his legal study, the tragedy of his life started beginning. He says that his shirts rose to 4 and his linen kerchiefs were replaced by the silk ones, where he says, it dawned upon me that 56 was adorning the rigorous tender of his student life and was going into the society, where he says that he moves from student life to into a society. That is, he was in love with a girl, and also by assuming the character of the 56, the laundryman says that his love is a girl with brave and noble quality. And he says that he tried to help his friend in every situation that he could. Thus, he made all his shirts and collars a masterpiece of art. He also mentions that he is the most happiest person for 56, where he states, the happiness of 56 seemed to enter into and fill my whole life. For a few seconds, the guilt and the sadness in the laundry's man's heart made him to quiet for some time. Then he says that the days of summer were fading and the autumn started, but the man's shirt were rose from 7 to 4. That is, he's not in good mood. He's enjoying the most tragic part of his life, and he says that the man is a man filled with a tragic life at present. And also, he gives a gist of conclusion that the man has passed his life on this earth. He says that one day he came to know the street boys crying the news of a suicide that was nearby, and also he has heard a sound of bullets. This made him feel that the man was no more. He also gives an explanation that the last bundle of the man has come for laundering, and he sees that the shirt was with bloodshed and it was pierced by a ragged hole that showed where a bullet has signed into his heart. So he assumes that he was a man who has committed suicide and he was shot dead. So he feels that sorry for him, and he feels that he has lost his life. That's the reason the drawing made him to create a portrait, and he is feeling sorry for that. Though he has never met the man before, by assuming his dress and his clothes, his usage, he says that the man is no more. Okay, I'll come to the question. Have you ever assumed that this kind of assumption works out? Or do you believe present communication works out? Let's see. When the man has passed the place, the author starts walking where he thinks that, where the man says that he was almost absent for a town for 3 weeks, and also the laundry man has a larger usual consequences within himself. He assumes everything, but the bloodshed is not the blood, it's a split of red ink, and due to the ashes fell from the cigar, the shirt was made a hole. And also the man has transferred from custom to more modern establishment. This made him a change, but the assumption of the laundryman gave him sorrow for himself, and also he feels very sorry and upsets the mood of others. The author never wanted to establish that he is not the person and 56 is he himself, but he never said that. So friends, that's the conclusion of the short story. We never see things from their side. We blindly believe what we have seen and what we have heard. Is this a good way to work out? No. Never assume anything unless you interpret on it. Try to see things from all views. Dress and communication speaks, but only in less percentage. Assumption is the poisonous substance in everyone's speech. Never assume anything by yourself, and try to see things from others' views too. If you want me to review or recite any other stories, mention it in comment. I'll do it for you, and also comment your views about the story. If you think our videos are working out for you, then like, share, subscribe and click the bell icon. Thank you.